So this is part 3. No, this is technically part 2. I had to delete some stuff on my phone so I had more time to talk. So biggest thing here is this is part 2 of story time. Outside of my friend's house that I'm in, we had a Nerf war. This is just getting you guys up to speed if you didn't watch the last video, which I highly recommend. I did start with a rant, but that's not important. This is story time. Here in about 2 weeks, I have another Nerf war I'm doing with my friends. We're going to do one in town, and then we have one that's completely out of state. We're going back up to my home city of Buffalo, New York. And, we're going to have a Nerf war there. Thing is, next week, next week, or the weeks after that, sometime this month, me and my friends are going to have a giant Nerf war out here on this football field once all my blasters get here. Because I ordered a bunch of new ones, I want to do like a lower velocity Nerf war. Yes, I have a lot of lower velocity guns, but a lot of them are older. Yes, I have a lot of guns, but I mean, I like to buy shit. I really do. Like, I have a couple Modulus long strikes, but I just bought a new one. It's just an easy thing to do. When I get paid, typically all my money goes either into Nerf or into my truck or into helping my parents with bills. But the biggest thing is Nerf. I will forever love Nerf. Nerf is a great company. I'd ordered so much shit off their limited, from the limited stuff. Every time I see a new blaster, if I watch reviews on them. But this video is going to turn right now. It's turning into a review. I don't have that many darts, so I can't. I'm gonna do very short range tests. But the fact is, since I've seen a lot of them, I really want to do one. I haven't done a review in a long time. If you look at one of my older videos from a couple of years ago, I did a review on the Adventure Force monorail. It was a piece of crap. I bought another one. I modded it so that it takes little 3D printed shells and it can fire them. It's pretty much like a budget Spring Thunder, but I also bought a real Spring Thunder, so I don't need it anymore. Thing is, I'm going to do a quick review on my Elite 2.0 Moto Blitz. This is a semi-auto, flywheel-powered, magazine-fed bullpup blaster that is essentially a Raven with a giant shotgun attached to it. Okay, it comes with a 10-round banana mag. It comes with enough darts to fill the mag once, and the shotgun twice. I think twice. But comes with no attachments. It does come with a scope, which is molded into the blaster, which is completely useless, because if you really want to use it, you have to pretty much put your face completely sideways and look through it. I would never even use it because I don't really use sights when I'm nerfing. I pretty much just like Grenader style this. Or if I really know that I'm gonna hit something, I just typically when I run something like this, I run 10-round mags, or I don't really like 18-rounders, mainly because I don't have a lot of them. But I always start off with some kind of drum. Whether there's a 50-round, a 35-round, a 25-round, a 30-round. Hell, sometimes I even run the 18-round drum that came with the original Alpha Trooper. I love that thing. I love drum mags. If you watch my videos enough, you'll eventually find out I do love drum mags. A lot of people think that they suck. Me, personally, I just like the look of a drum mag. Yes, this holds 25 darts, but I can get a worker banana mag that holds 22, which is only 3 off of this, and it's a banana mag. It fits better into gear. This doesn't really fit into gear. It's a fact. It's a drum. It is a big, it's not really all that big, but it's still a drum. The Infamous 30-round drum, I love that thing. I think it looks cool. Now, yes, to run it, I typically like to color match. That's why I like running more orange mags than anything. But, when I run the Infamous drum, let's say I was using this Moto Blitz, right? The thing that I don't like about the Moto Blitz, I'm sorry guys, I gotta set you down somewhere. Thing I don't like about the Moto Blitz is this. Okay? Biggest thing I don't like about the Moto Blitz is when you run. I'm just gonna use my 25 round drum here. So picking you guys back up. I'm left-handed, so I run everything different than most people. So I like things like this that have the paddle on the back, that it's ambidextrous. I can't really walk around with this like this because I can't figure out where to put my arm. Because when I run like a Raider 30, shut up, Caden. When I run like a 35 round drum, it's like either I'm walking with it with my hand through the thumb hole stock like this, or if I'm running like a Titan 50 round drum, I'm literally just, when I'm walking, I hold it like this because it's easier. Shut up, Caden. I'm doing a YouTube video. Yeah, this is my idiot. His name is Caden. He's a fuckhead, and he will forever be a fuckhead. He's damn good in a Nerf war. Because he runs fast, he's fucking sneaky as hell. Sneaky. But, Caden, personally, he likes, higher capacity mags, mainly because he just mag dumps. You give him a Rapid Strike or a Dart Zone Pro Mark III, he flips that shit into full auto mode, and it's full auto all goddamn day. Like, he likes full auto. Me, personally, I'd rather have a semi-auto, because it's, for me, it's just more controllable. I don't feel like I'm just... But, like, he loves full auto, like, with a passion. But that's why he typically runs something like a Worker Nightingale as a secondary. Keeps it in its little holster, which is basically just a belt clip. And he runs it, and he goes, pew, 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 which is a flywheel blaster. It's semi-auto, yeah, but he doesn't care. He really likes the Worker Phoenix because it shoots half lengths. It is like it's the MP7 of Nerf. He loves it. When we run older blasters, I love the Stampede, mainly because it's nostalgic for me. I run it with the bipod / foregrip thing on it and its shield. But the thing is, it's older. It doesn't shoot as well. You can't really mod a Stampede because it's reverse plunger. You can't fit a lot of new springs on it. And also lipoing it, sometimes if you put the wrong lipo on it, it'll just go out of control. You don't even have to pull the trigger for it to fire anymore. I forget who did it, but basically there was a guy, there's a couple people, there's two guys on about Nerf. Can't remember them right now. If I do, I'll link it in the video description, but I probably won't. My biggest thing is they do a lot of Nerf wars and stuff, but they stress test every blaster they get, and they keep all the parts just in case something breaks in a blaster. But the biggest thing they do is for the, like, electronic blasters, they run a shit ton of lipos in it, see what happens. Okay, the Stampede, it has an electronic safety on it, so once they flipped it off, once they get to like 2 lipo, well 3 or 4, which is still a ridiculous amount of lipos, but they got that thing up to 10 before the internals started to break. But once you flip off the electronic safety, it is go, and it dumps an 18 round stick mag in like 2 seconds. It's ridiculous. But my thing about the Stampede is it runs on 6D alkaline batteries. I don't really like carrying them around that much weight, and also with the Stampede, if you're not running fresh enough batteries, sometimes it won't even fire. So I do have mine changed to a lipo. I think a 3S lipo in it. Sometimes I run a 2S lipo, but that doesn't matter. Fact is, I love the Stampede. I think it's a great blaster. I like the look of it. It's nostalgic for me because I remember I had a long shot, I had a Maverick, I had a Nightfinder, and I had a Raider. I went downstairs for Christmas, and my parents had gotten me a Stampede. Still an old blaster. I think they found it like at a yard sale or something. But they got me a Stampede. They got me a Long Strike, the original Long Strike, and they got me a Recon. I loved my Recon. I still have my Recon. I love it. Yes, it's still reverse plunger. Yes, it still sucks. But I love my Recon. I have every part to it. I love it. Typically, I run things like a banana magnet because I just think it looks good. But My favorite blaster of all time is still the Rampage. I like it. It reminds me a lot of the Raider. I also I like Springers. I like Springers that have like a pistol foregrip because I just think they're cool. I think because of the pistol foregrip, you don't really have to C-clamp it like on a rough cut or something. If you put a too strong with a spring in a rough cut, it's hard to prime. Or like the Rival Saturn. I don't like the Rival Saturn because of how slick the grip is. If it had like a stop in the back, I would love it. It has slam fire. It's basically the big boy version of the Takedown. I would use my Rival Saturn a lot more if it wasn't so goddamn slick. I use my Takedown a lot. I just store that thing on my body somewhere, and if I need to pop off a shot while I'm reloading, it's just like I said in one of my other videos. I keep like a turbine or something on my back, like a modified turbine, so I can just flip it out. Done. Rival Takedown, flip it out. There you go. It's accurate enough. It's Rival, so it is accurate. But if I'm running something like my Nemesis, I'll keep my my Takedown on this side. I'll keep an Atlas on my back, and then I'll keep my Kronos on this side. Atlas obviously is a specialty blaster, so is the Takedown. The Takedown has 3 more shots than a Kronos. Doesn't seem like much until you actually get into a battle and you run out of ammo in your pistol. When I run my Nemesis, I love my Nemesis. I think it's one of the best blasters ever made. When I run it, I just keep all my rounds in a dump pouch, a very large dump pouch. It almost looks like a trash bag on my side. And I just reach in, I grab them, I throw all my ammo in, and I'm done. I'm gonna put this next clip into part 3 of this. Please stay tuned for that.